Hi there. My name's TJ. I'll be your ski instructor.
This is 150 Days of Winter. You get this view.
It's been an incredible day. Thank you all, for everybody.
After the raunchy and silly Hot Dog the movie, I very foolishly accepted some suggestions and Aspen Extreme came up. It proves to me that some of my subscribers really like me to suffer. So, released in 1993, I can only imagine this was created by a studio executive who had just watched Hot Dog the movie, Ski Patrol, Cocktail, and any Warren Miller film. So here is a very brief synopsis. TJ is a wannabe writer working in a Detroit car factory. After being offered a promotion, he and his buddy Dexter decide to go to Aspen and become ski instructors. TJ gets the job and Dexter gets to look after the beginners dressed like Santa Claus. I don't get that. Anyway, they bump into Robin at the local radio station. TJ meets rich bitch Bryce and she invites them to a party where he meets his nemesis Franz. They also move into an old railway caboose. TJ and Dexter practice for the powder rake competition. TJ falls into a crevasse and is rescued by Dexter and looked after by Robin. TJ goes out with Robin and they bang. The following winter, Dexter gets suspended from the ski school. Bryce is very jealous of Robin and hires TJ for a ski lesson. They bang. Then it gets a bit dark. Dexter starts trafficking drugs and ends up panicking, flushing the drugs and getting beaten up by the dealer. Robin dumps TJ after finding out about Bryce. TJ grovels to Bryce to help pay off the dealer. Robin gets Dexter clean and then he dies in an avalanche while training for the powder rake competition. TJ leaves Bryce, meets new instructor Todd, and they win the powder rake competition. TJ gets back with Robin and they all live happily ever after. As for the skiing, filmed in the Aspen Highlands and the coastal range of Colorado. Most of the ski montages look great and wouldn't look out of place in a Warren Miller film. We have to thank Scott Schmidt and the late Doug Coombs who did TJ's extreme skiing. A sequence while being chased by two ski patrollers down an ice waterfall is almost worth watching the film for. Sadly, Doug Coombs died in 2006 after a fall in Le Grave, France. Listed as an action drama, it's missing a lot of either action or drama, and while it being 90s, some of it's quite cheesy. Or should that be as it's skiing, it's almost fondue. The Seattle Times called it Top Gun on the ski slopes. I don't know what he was smoking at the time. It should have actually used another Tom Cruise film like Cocktail. Following the great tradition of Hollywood movies, the German is played by a Brit.
He wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer.
Franz is played by Martin Kemp, formerly of Spandau Ballet. Every time they go powder skiing, they end up in the coastal regions of British Columbia, nowhere near Aspen. TJ falls into a crevasse. However, there is no glaciated terrain in Colorado. Being from Europe, becoming a ski instructor takes more than competing in a free-for-all mogul run. It's, I think, about a 5-year process at the very minimum. I don't know if it's different in the USA, it just seems a lawsuit waiting to happen. But my biggest nitpick is the titular powder rake competition. If the name isn't a giveaway, two skiers ski opposing turns to make perfect figure eights down a nice powder slope. You're judged on speed and you're judged on symmetry. There is no extreme skiing, no jumps, just controlled powder skiing. Franz and Hans understand these rules, which is why they win it every year. TJ and Todd, less so. First of all, TJ says to Todd,
God, no matter what I do, you follow me.
Which is a sort of prerequisite when it comes to a competition like this, regardless of what they're about to do. They then continue to ski out of the powder field, no longer making powder rake shapes, head off jumps, ski some extreme runs. You can see where I'm going with this. Okay, finally the suspect judging at the powder rake competition. The Germans get a perfect maximum 310 scores from the three judges after making perfect powder rake turns. TJ and Todd get an even more perfect 4 10s, with an extra 10 coming from TJ's old boss, despite breaking every single rule of the competition. I think they need to fight this out on
Chinese downhill.
In the end, it cost $14 million to make and didn't recoup its money. In the end, can you believe that Hot Dog the movie grossed over twice what this made? This made $8 million against 20 for Hot Dog. In 2018, there was an April Fool's from unofficial networks announcing there was talks of a sequel directed by Steven Spielberg and starring Ryan Gosling. Thankfully, nobody decided to make reality out of this joke. On Rotten Tomatoes, it looks like the audience liked it way more than the critics. Critics gave it 22%, whereas the audience gave it 67%. Me personally, I'm giving it a C grade. If you agree or disagree with me, please let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, if you'd like to see me suffer less, please suggest a slightly better ski film to review next. And on that, of course, I will see you all in the next video.